Hello, my fellow car milers. How are you doing today? We have another episode for you of the Model Car Enthusiast podcast. We thank you all for joining us. We got regular knuckleheads here. We have Mr. George Openhym from Kitchen Tabletop. I mess your name up of your. What is it? Kitchen Table.
Take two.
I'm not easily offended. I grew up in New Jersey.
Oh, well, okay. I can understand that then. Got Fred Pappy Henry from West Coast. I can't speak tonight. Mark, take over for me. Jeez. Oh, my goodness.
We've got Fred Henry from West Georgia Rods and Customs. We have Irvin of the Arterake, and myself, Mark Batson, Hobby Dude 007. And over in that corner, we have Luka C of the Luka C channel.
That's right. And so, well, Mark, what episode is this?
16.
Okay, let's go with that. I'm not going to argue with you on that one. I'm sure you're correct. And what we've got going today, what we want to talk about is last weekend was one of our hobbies, model car hobbies, biggest events, the longest running events, one of the big ones was the NNL East, and 3 out of 5 of us went. Yeah, I didn't either. And no, two of the five. Two of the five.
Yeah.
That's right. For some reason, I keep thinking Irvin went. So we have 2 people that actually can give us a in the trenches report. We've got George and we've got Mark over there that were there. And but this is always a huge show, and in these modern days of the internets and the Facebooks and all that, is that we get tons of pictures thrown at us almost before the event ends. So there were some amazing models coming out of there, and I'm sure George and Mark have some cool stories to tell us. But I've never had the privilege of going to it. It's way over there in New Jersey, and I just don't get to that. I just don't get out there. I'm way on this side. But Irvin, you've been to it before, right?
I've been there a lot. When I lived up the north, that was one of my bigger shows to go to. So yeah. I think my average now is I usually get back there at least every other year. Mm-hmm. I've tried to go every year, but usually it's every other year. But I still go back there because most of my friends from the north, I know a lot of people from up there. So, So this is my off year, I guess.
Yeah. And you were
Fred,
there last year. I remember.
I was there last year. Yeah.
Meeting up Friday night.
Yep.
Fred, have you ever been to it, Fred?
I never have. It's on my bucket list to do. I know Mark and Matthew Inman and myself, we were talking about all trucking it up there together in a van this year, but I didn't feel like being homeless due to the fact that we just bought a new home. So that took precedence, but it's high on my bucket list to go to, yes.
That's awesome.
Definitely make it up there soon.
And
George,
there's a
group from my area that we used to rent a van and get 6 of us, rent a van, split all that up, and head up to Toledo every year for probably 10 or 11, 12 years. And maybe we need to do that.
That would be fun. And George, that's like your hometown, right?
That is my hometown. I grew up in North Jersey, and from I guess age of 9 on until I graduated high school and went through college, I lived in Wayne.
Wow.
Yeah. That for me is going home, which makes it doubly fun.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I know the a year or so ago when you went there and you were posting stuff about that hot dog.
Yeah.
Having that hot dog.
I'll hit the hot dog joints, and there's an old Polish butcher that's been around since the 40s.
They still have a butcher there.
I brought home about 10 pounds of kibasi.
Oh yeah.
And then Sunday morning I hit a Polish bakery and brought home 2 big ass crumb cakes. So we've been eating good since I got back home.
Yeah. There's more to it than just a little NNL there, huh?
Yeah, it's a fun time.
It's funny. George talks about, the food that's there and, what he brings home. I mean, just about every show that we go to, if you go to a model show and you're starving to death, you're guaranteed to leave not starving to death because somebody is going to know somewhere to go eat at. So,
Oh, there's always good places to eat.
yeah.
There's always someone that knows.
Yep.
Well, there's always Jersey diners.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. They're famous for that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So probably, Mark, you there was a lot of people from all over the country. Who was? I mean, you had quite a long haul, but there was probably some people that traveled farther than you did. Did they even?
Oh yeah. Michael Ramp and I left South Carolina at 6 o'clock on the button. We got to the host hotel about 4:30, so it was about 10 and a half hours, something like that.
Mm.
And there were people. Mike Scale Model Outlaw came all the way from Central Florida.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's from Orlando region.
Then Henry came from Atlanta.
Well, he flew. He flew.
Roberto flew in from Puerto Rico. I think west-wise, there was probably some guys from California, but I know I met a guy that said he had come from Colorado. He didn't say whether he drove or flew, but I would imagine he flew. And of course, Clay flew in from Indianapolis.
Oh, there was who was that from California? Scale Riders.
Edgar.
Yeah,
Edgar.
yeah.
Edgar.
Yeah.
Was he there
Yeah,
this
Edgar.
year?
Edgar, yeah.
Edgar was there. Yeah, I saw him talking about that.
But I met so many guys outside when we were standing in line that 2.5 hours versus who I met inside in the vendor rooms. And boy, that's an experience. I said in my video coverage, this is not a show that you just need to put on your list just to go to the show. You need to experience this show because it is off the chain. And George, as we were saying, the last count that I heard was 1,400 models.
Yeah, that's
Early on, I heard 1,000, and later I heard 1,400. And I think you said you heard the same thing.
Yeah, and since last week, I've seen multiple posts, including on the NNL East Facebook group. I've seen that number 1,400 floated around. So I don't know the source, but
yeah,
if you say something enough, it becomes true.
Yeah.
Now is the vendor area and the model area separate away from
Yes.
each other?
The model
there are
area.
two separate rooms that are just vendor rooms, and both rooms are huge.
It looks like two basketball courts. Is that what it is?
Model area, Fred.
One of them is a double court, and the other one is just.
Okay.
That one is a double court.
I see it. Yeah. I see
The model
goal.
room is four courts.
Wow.
Yes.
Are you
I guess that
serious?
makes
Four
it a gallon.
basketball
I don't know.
courts.
This place is huge.
Yeah, there's bleachers in the model room.
Some of the fellas there in the model
Yeah.
room.
There's Clay and Jay.
There's just, and it's so crowded. Early on in the vendor room, as soon as I got set up, I went straight. I had a decent sized list with Model Car Garage Photo Etch.
Mm-hmm.
I went straight there first thing, and I was in line that early.
I'm sure.
When the door opened at 9 o'clock, like I said, I set my cars on tape. I took off, and it was a while before they got to me. And of course, when you give them the numbers, then of course Bill's got to pull everything. And they had a crew back there working, and they stayed busy all day. Of course, Jimmy Flintstone, a lot of those guys, STS decals, Terry and Patrice.
Yeah.
If you wanted some service, you had to kind of wait for a lot of it. Tropical Glitz, everybody that was there. I enjoyed my visit with the guys from Atlantis as well as the crew from Round 2.
Mm-hmm.
They had a lot of their stuff, upcoming stuff, as well as stuff out now on display as well. So it was good stuff.
Yeah, I've seen some stuff from the model from the Round 2 table that are brand new. I'm pretty excited about. I seen the C10 69 C10 short bed.
Yeah, I think it was 69 or 70. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, there's one.
About time.
Yeah.
And
As much as
and
it
Irv,
would be great if a 67, 68 would finally come out,
Isn't
but
that true?
I'll tell you what, the fact that they chopped that bed finally down, we've been needing a short bed of that truck forever.
The only thing I was
Yeah,
kind of, you know, they could improve, but you know, I mean, as modelers, we know what we can do to, you know, eliminate that molded in axle, rear axle, molded in. You know, it's really a curbside truck, so we can trust me. The technology is there. We can play with it.
yeah.
Yep.
Atlanta's got some good stuff, and Herb, you'll appreciate this. On display in their little cases of built models, they had the Red Baron, and guess what else is coming back? The Pie Wagon. So they
Oh, it's
had
coming
those
back again.
Yep, they had that along with some of the like the Pepsi, the Trans Am Pepsi funny car.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the-
I picked up that one. I
The
got
Snake
that.
and Mongoose long rails.
Oh, the long.
They had a lot of those coming too in 25th scale. So that's some really good stuff coming.
Good to
That,
see stuff like that coming
That
back.
Mac, what's a B-51 tractor?
Oh, that looked gorgeous.
Oh man,
yes.
The detail. I was looking all, I was drooling all over it. I mean, they're gonna have to wipe that thing off. It's I don't build trucks, but my folks owned a trucking company, and my dad had one of those, so I'm gonna build that sucker.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
that
remember he
thing
had a big old
looks
Mac, and I
very
used to
cool.
ride with him in it.
That
Yeah,
thing
I'm
is
not,
cool.
I'm
that
not a
thing
truck
looked
guy, but
good.
I would.
The detail on that Mark was just incredible. If you looked at that closely, I mean, it looked like a Tamiya kit or even a Fujimi. I mean, it just
Wow, that
the
speaks a lot.
intricacy, the
Yeah,
intricate
it looks
detail on the
nice.
engine
For
department
for
blew me
just a
away.
primer model, it was
I
impressive
didn't even
by
think it was
itself.
primer. I think it was just
It was a
raw
wasn't it a
plastic test shot.
3D? It was a 3D printed prototype, wasn't it?
Prototype, yeah.
Probably.
It might have been, but
Yeah.
it was impressive either
Looked
way. It
freaking
was
cool.
really
I
nice.
think they said it was a test shot, which now I don't know what that means. Was that 3D printed?
Oh, that
or
means it was injected
actually
then.
molded and then.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Usually, a test shot. I've gotten some test shots before. Usually, they don't put any pigment in them, so they'll look like milk carton plastic, and so they'll just shoot primer over
That's
them.
kind of what it'll look like. I'm gonna send you
Yeah.
a picture of the of that truck if you want to.
Oh,
zoom in and
okay,
look at the
cool. Yeah,
detail.
do that. What the heck? And if you have
Should've
any other
sent
pictures
you-
of the prototypes and stuff like that,
I got a couple. Hang on, let's see what we got here.
yeah, let me know when they're here, and we'll get them up.
Yeah, that's the only one. I did not take a lot of pictures. Honestly, I made a conscious decision that what I really wanted to do was look at cars and talk to people.
Yep.
And quite frankly, there are probably 712 guys there taking pictures of every car on the table, Mark.
Yeah.
And I figured they're going to be posted. I don't need to take pictures. Everybody else is.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody that a lot of content creators were there, had a lot of coverage on it. So I tell you what, all you guys, if you're a content creator and you posted stuff, we really do appreciate y'all sharing it with us that couldn't come. We were talking about this earlier before we started recording, that I know how everybody feels when, everybody comes to the Acme show and we're all posting pictures and showing the fun and all that. Now, this one right here is the one that was kind of feeling left out. So I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I started seeing
need a
posts
hug, don't
with
you?
pictures popping up by like noon.
Yeah, because when everybody was
already
doing
posted
that, I
stuff.
was out in my yard cutting grass that last Saturday. I was like, geez, really? God.
About 3 rows of tables in, I started having a camera issue. If you watch my video, I explain. I don't know what happened.
Uh-oh.
Now, how did we
And you
time
just had a
this?
camera issue.
But it's
There
time.
he went.
Oh man,
We
Oh,
lost
man.
him. There he is.
He's having
you
camera
Mac.
buzzed
issues
out
again.
there right when you
I
said you
wonder
were
if that
having
was
problems
done
with
for
your
dramatic
camera.
effect.
Yeah.
Well, here we go.
Wow, you timed that perfectly.
Well, after
Mark.
5 years and 600 and something videos, yeah, I think it's got a right to kind of poop
Kinda-
out on me. So,
Yep, starting
yeah,
peak
time to
out.
get a new camera. So, give me some suggestions. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
there it is.
there it is.
There
yeah.
it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the other picture I sent. Look at that engine.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
incredible.
Look,
Wow.
I mean,
I
with
am
those
impressed
the
with that.
bracing.
see
And, I mean, just the molding on it was exquisite.
I see a potential hot
It really
rod,
was.
Mark. Mark.
I'm seeing a rat rod here.
Mark.
I
I see a potential fat fendered hot rod kind of looking thing.
Yep,
Might do
yep,
something
yep, yep.
crazy with that. When I saw it,
Move the
just
cab back,
man,
drop in one of the Allison motors. Yeah.
that would be so
Slam
cool.
it, slam
Oh,
it, slam it to
Slam
the
it.
ground. Yeah,
Or gasser it.
put some cool over the fenders on the duals back there. Oh
Yeah. I bet you we'll see a lot of that with that. It's just, I don't know, that truck's just got that look. It's just got that
it does.
40 Ford look,
They
man.
did say
yeah,
they're on
yeah.
track. You know, they're still on track to get it out by
Yeah.
the end of the year. So
That's what they said. End of the year on that.
that's yeah. I mean, that was what was originally announced, and I asked, "Are we still on track?" And they said, "Yeah." I think we're going to hit it by the end of the year, which you know
Oh, that's great.
that's going to be my Christmas gift to me.
Yeah, it's going to be a nice kid, I think.
that will be.
Good. Yeah, and that as far as that short bed, you know, you get yourself either that Jimmy that everybody hates so bad, or the Blazer, and you could do yourself a really nice 4-wheel drive that you won't have to stretch the frame so much. Just a little
No.
bit of that frame, get it a little bit longer.
No.
It'll fit under that short box.
Just measure the center to center on those fender wells and start trying to figure it out. You know, well, hey, have I got to cut this frame?
I think that may be something that gets done.
Hmm.
I've done it with a model that I need to finish. I only started it 35 years ago.
Yeah.
I took two Blazer frames and lengthened it to make a long bed GMC 4-wheel drive that I used to own, and it worked out really good. But you know me, it sits in the box right over there somewhere.
I took a crew chief and put it under the trying to remember what frame. The big game hunter. But I had to shorten it and carried it to Atlanta, and I won top 10 in Atlanta in 2019 with a
Wow.
shortened. So
Yeah, you see how you are doing that stuff.
weird.
Well, being this NNL, so George pointed me into the direction of a post by Tom. I think it's Tom Geiger.
Yeah.
He. So I took some shots from him. Thank you, Tom, for putting these up. So we do have all the, I guess, the winners here.
It was all the people's choice.
These are all people's choice, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Of course,
And
We got to see that car at Acme this year too.
Yeah, you've been to a
Oh,
show on the East
yeah.
Coast in the last year. You've seen this.
Yeah, it's
Little
a beautiful car.
But
It's stunning.
Vince
It
Labasco, Ferrari.
That's
It's
is that
Absolutely perfect.
that's 1/12 scale, wasn't it, or
Yeah, it's a
1/16?
1/12 model factory hero kit.
Yeah,
Wow, 1960 Chevy Nomad.
yeah, that looks good.
That looked
boy, they've been
really
building
nice.
the crap out of them
That
things,
was
haven't they?
incredible.
Shots floating around. The paint on that surfboard is really cool.
Oh, really?
It looks like it's the surfboard in the car. It's all color matched.
Yeah, it is.
It
is.
is.
And
It is.
There's like
That
a
is-
graphic on the
That is so
surfboard.
cool.
That's super cool.
It's
Yeah, he did a great job with that.
all right, a junior award, Mr. Ray Brittenstein, Breitenstein, Pennsylvania. That is-
Is that an IROC?
it looks like an 84, 85
Like I
IROC.
said, the card says a 91, so
Says
91 Z28. Yep.
Okay, not bad.
It was when IROC left Chevrolet, so no IROC.
No,
Oh, that looks nice.
That was nice. I like that.
That was your 63. Yeah.
that's the year I was born.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was. That
Moving
was,
along, man.
had a great color match to the interior. Everything about that one was really good too.
that was
Really?
a pretty truck.
It's a nice slam, I'll tell you. It looks very pretty.
Somebody got chipped.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone put a poker chip on it.
Yeah, somebody
Yeah,
chipped
right
that.
there. And this, George, you were mentioning this one to me.
I'll tell you, there's one thing I came away from that show with, and that's feeling that the future of the hobby's in good shape.
I agree.
The
I
quality of some of those junior builds. I'll tell you what, I would be proud to have had to have done this DeSoto. This thing was beautiful.
Yeah.
I really wish I'd taken some more pictures, but I didn't take a shot of this one, so I'm glad that Tom posted it. I took a shot of another one that was done by an 11-year-old girl that just blew me away. This is done by an 11-year-old
Sophia.
girl, guys.
Sophia Felix.
I mean, this was. Of course, she lives in the town of Newburgh, so and she's in the town of Newburgh
A
club.
local girl.
So
There's
yeah,
something.
I mean,
There's something in the water there.
this was
Must be.
the paint was nice. I mean, there just was nothing. I didn't see anything wrong with this. Let's put it that
Yeah,
way.
I'm reading her.
Build done by an 11-year-old.
I'm
You
reading
expect
her
to find something
description.
wrong.
It says
But
I'm 11 years old and sprayed my body, masked the body, airbrushed the green paint. Oh my God. An 11-year-old airbrushing. I'm proud to see that.
And you know, Matthew, Matt, you taught your granddaughter how to airbrush, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, my
yeah.
daughter, my grandson, very soon. He's interested. He's very interested.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
Zoe-
granddaughter's 9 and she
Yeah.
airbrushed. But going back to that DeSoto real quick, the color combination was spot on, and the accenting interior, wow. I mean, it was well thought out and planned, and it all just worked. And it was very well done, very clean.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they all were really just about every build on that junior table was very
The junior
well done.
table was impressive.
Oh wow.
That was pretty cool. I like that too.
Yep.
This was neat.
That got one of my chips too, but that was a very huge class. The
red, white, and blue.
250th, the red, white, and blue. There were so many in there that were very worthy of being recognized. But that one was well thought out, and that was really nice.
I like how he's got the low profile and slammed it too. Wow.
Right on down.
It was sharp fire truck.
Yeah, looks it. Tom Decker, white tractor trailer.
That looks pretty nice. Looks
I
like
think that's that little 148. Was that small scale 148?
I think it was.
Yeah, I thought so.
Wow. Got a steamroller on the back.
Yeah.
Caterpillar, yellow.
Yeah, it's nice.
That was nice.
Yeah, it looked like there's some.
There was so much there as far as inspiration goes. That kind of gives that light bulb moment of ooh, that looks good. And it just one guy had some Roberto, the guy that came from Puerto Rico. I asked him about the grill in a Willis he had, and it was one of those things. It was like a kitchen mat, one of the heat-proof kitchen mat things. All he did was cut that out to the size of that grill and put it in. It looked great, but of course that's where we learn all this stuff is shared with each other, and we see it and just, what is this stuff? And it was just really, really great. But great paint jobs, all kinds of just wild stuff. I always enjoy looking at the custom class because there's always something unique. Last year I took my phone booth. Somebody had one of the British phone booths in this one with a great big wide white walls and slammed, and it was impressive.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, there's definitely no sign of these big shows, the NNLs and stuff, going away. They're really super popular. And this one is now the oldest one, I guess, around, isn't it?
One of them. I think
I saw 38.
I looked online. I think the first year they did the NNL East was 86. At least that's what I saw.
Yeah.
It said 38th on the flyer for this year, 39th for next year. And
there were a couple years they didn't have it. So that's probably how they're counting in.
I know between this show and our show at Acme, I know those are almost the longest running. Been in existence.
They're probably now the biggest running shows too.
And they are. I mean, you get on a lot of the Facebook groups and Instagram, YouTube. I mean, that's the two main shows right now that everybody wants to attend.
Yeah.
It really is kind of that style of show is really, it did kind of raise to the top of shows compared to judged first, second, and third category type shows. Seems like seems like the majority of car modelers, I'm only talking about our end of the hobby. It seems like that's what most of us prefer now, instead of really worrying about going to full judge shows and all that. They seem to, there always seems to be some kind of static going on at those. NNLs just kind of roll smooth. They're just kicked back.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of been, a friendly race fight, who's superior since it started back in the late 70s. And I know in the 80s and part of the 90s, it was definitely looking like your judge shows were going to win. But in the end here these days, I think, we've all mellowed out. And I think everybody's like really cool about just going to a model event and whatever, dude. Yeah. I'm not going to worry about the competition. Still fun. I love going to judge shows, but they're definitely.
I think there's still a need for judge shows, but it seems like they're going to be smaller than, say, the larger shows. But I still think there's room for a judge show.
Oh, there's always going to be room for judge shows, and we've talked about it on this podcast in the past.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Really think that it's looking like NNL style shows, and now the cars and coffee things taking off, but non-judge, very simple, few awards or no award shows, I think, are going to start becoming the king, because those are the bigger shows. The competitive, judge shows with first, second, and third, I think they pull less people now. More people want to go to the NNLs, and
Also, and I know
it's pretty cool.
I know with a lot with Irvin, all of us here on the podcast. I mean, we can all attest to this, that the judge shows, you kind of feel like you're on the wire.
Yeah,
and you're not reachable, because everybody's kind of on that wire, on that bubble of trying to do your best and da 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 da. But where you go to like an NNL show, like the NNL East, Acme show, I'm just going to throw a few of them out there that are the bigger shows. Getting able to come up and rub elbows with Irv, George, myself, Matt, you get more. People are more attuned to ask questions. How did you do this? What did you do? What did you use? Your comfort level is a little bit lower than a show like that. Because I know, just like George said a while ago, he's talking, he didn't want to have to cover, take pictures of every car on the table. And that takes the pressure off of, us, in order that makes our availability. Somebody comes up and asks a question. Hey, how'd you do a pro street like this? And da 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 da. And 9 times out of 10, 9.5 times out of 10, the owner of that car is going to walk over and pick it up and show you. Whereas at a judge show like that, you're not, they're probably not even going to want to touch it until the judges sees it. So. But all right, Pappy's off his soapbox.
Oh, good.
I think the only gripe maybe that I have, and it's not anything that you can do anything about, is when the door opens at 9 and the awards are at 3:30. You got 6.5 hours. I could have spent every bit of that in the vendor room if I wasn't careful, or I could have spent it out there just drooling over everyone's work.
Mm-hmm.
But I would really rather just hang out with the guys that we don't get to see and don't get to meet. And, I stopped and talked to Doug White for a little bit. But there's so many people that keep coming up and, hey, I know that voice anywhere. And it's like there's just not enough time. And that's what I liked about Friday night NNL Eats, because we met there at the host hotel.
NNL Eats?
They had a little hors d'oeuvre, chips and dip and cheese and that kind of stuff and drinks.
That's awesome.
So we got to hang out there, and then we all moved over to the restaurant and had a meal. And so we got to visit and reconnect with a lot of guys. I shared a table with Scott and Heather of SJ Lottery Models, Tom Valenta with Auto Modeler Magazine, Tim Kalankowitz with Scale Model Enthusiast Magazine,
Yeah.
and Michael Ramp. And, we just shared laughs and had a good time. And we had people coming up. And when I would see someone I had not met or seen yet, I would get up and go speak to them real quick. And with every intention, sincerely, in my mind and in my heart of seeing them again tomorrow and spending more time with them.
Oh,
Yeah.
He froze.
And
And he does it again.
oh, he had us right on the
there
edge.
we go again. There we go again.
Yeah.
But it's very difficult to have just enough time.
I know.
Yeah.
It is.
But I love it
Oop.
about Acme too, because not only do you have it before, Friday night before, but you got the Saturday and Saturday evening,
Saturday.
and then Sunday morning for breakfast before we cut out of the hotel. So,
Yep.
so I seem to. There's a little more time at Acme anyway because of the hangout afterward.
Yeah, I
Uh,
think
as well.
that's something that
The
I think that's
Saturday
a
evening.
huge thing that a lot of these shows should think about is having a night before, after show type hangout things. I think that would be because that's what we all come there for. We travel, especially if you want to attract people from other parts of the country. You should figure out a way to have the event be a little longer. 'Cause that's definitely like, man,
That
Getting-
was a topic of a discussion.
yeah.
A number of the groups that I hung out with, either Friday night or Saturday night after the show, everybody was saying the same thing.
Want to
Boy,
make
this-
it a two-night.
it really needs to
two-day
be a
show.
2-day show.
Absolutely.
For me, I've really come to really appreciate the social aspect.
Yes.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
I started going to NNLs and started going to shows to see the models and put my models on the table, and that and over time, now that I've been to, I guess, to every show they've had since the pandemic, which is what, 4 in a row, I guess, 3, I don't know.
Yeah.
And as I've got to know more people, and I've had people recognize me from my YouTube channel, coming up and say hello.
Yeah.
The social thing to me has really become the real fun piece.
Yeah.
And it would be nice if we could have some time just to hang out with everybody, and then the day of the show, we could focus on the vendors and the cars.
Right. Yeah. I know, and Mark hit on SJ Scott and his wife. We had crossed paths before at other shows, and never really got to spend any time. And last year, during the Acme show, we finally got to connect, both of us, and had a great time socializing with them. And it's just, it's so much fun to be able to. I know myself, Vicky does not have to worry about me at all that weekend because she can find me somewhere, somehow. And, I'm not hard to spot. I mean, my gosh, I'm 6'2", so, she can see me from a mile away, but it's, just being able to, that social aspect of it, you could take all those awards. I could, fill that wall up behind me, but the memories that's up here from getting to hang out with like-minded folks with this hobby and going out to eat again. If you starve to death at a model show, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
I saw also on the photos and stuff that the museum had a display, and you guys got to see
Yes.
the Richard
yes.
Carroll refurbished cars. You got to see a couple of those.
We
Yeah.
did.
That was pretty
Yes.
cool.
That was really cool. Yeah.
Which ones did
I
were
saw
there?
that big banner of the museum banner, and I had to
Yeah.
go over there immediately. So, but that was really cool.
I think the ones that I think Tim and Bob Jernigan refurbished a couple of them. I think they both were involved in that. Two of many. I think there was a couple others involved too, but
That's
I
cool.
think the cars that were there are the ones that they're going to be taking out to the museum for the big weekend. I think. I'm not positive, but the way I understood it, that's what the cars were that were there. Were the ones that they had to do repairs on. So I think that's the ones that were. Randy Durr wasn't there this year, was he?
No, he was not.
I did not
So
see
I
him.
think the museum stuff was set up by either Doug White or Tim or Bob, I guess, would have set that up. I know Doug's on. I think Doug's on the museum committee also. I think he's one of the.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
is.
Yeah.
he is.
So I would think it would came. That display was set up by. It might have been Doug because Doug had his Studebaker there too, wasn't it? Did he
Ooh.
have
Yeah,
a Studebaker there?
it was on display there.
Yeah, it
Oh,
might that
wow.
might have been set up by Doug.
I would love to see that.
Yeah, I've seen that before. I've seen that out in Toledo before when he first did it
Yeah,
back in the
I remember
back
that.
in the day.
Back in the day, man, I remember when
Yeah.
that's like 32 years ago.
Well,
I
you talk
remember
about
when
a
that
swap
thing.
meet, the toy show out of Toledo.
Oh, I've always heard
It's
about
like probably. What do you think, Mark? Maybe NNL East would be like maybe a third of the size of the toy show back in
Yeah,
the day.
yeah. I think the toy show. Well, they called it a toy show, but there were more model related
Yeah,
stuff there.
yeah, but I mean that was
But
like
yeah,
two
by far,
big buildings. Like they were like that was like the state
enormous
fairgrounds, wasn't
buildings.
it?
that. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole fairgrounds,
Yeah, it was
and they had
huge.
multiple buildings, and it was all
Yeah,
vendors. You could just
yeah,
walk out of one and into another, and
yeah.
they were enormous.
Well,
So
that's one I could
I
check
think
out.
NNL East now is the largest vending
Yeah.
area that is out there.
Oh, it's big.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
They've always kind of like tried to tote it to be the kind of the model car aftermarket expo.
Yeah,
All the aftermarket companies try and make a point to make it there. And
yeah. There's a nice selection of, I think any show you want a selection of vendors, so you have a little bit of, I like to see like a paint guy there. At least one, somebody selling some paint, somebody selling some resin, someone selling some 3D stuff, and then of course your kit, your new kits and like vintage kits. I like to see a nice mix. Decal guy.
yeah,
It's nice to have a mix of if you can't, or like the photo etch. If you can't get to see all that stuff, it's nice to go there and be able to like hit all them and on one shot, so you can kind of stock up for the year. Um, so I like the bigger shows because you can, the vendor. I think you have a better selection of
Yeah.
aftermarket. If you
Yeah.
if that's what you're looking for, it's a better opportunity to get to see that stuff hands on instead of like just ordering it online.
Yeah, I know a
we're
lot of I know a lot of shows, especially like with NNL, JaxCon. I know Mark said that he got to go to what Model Car Garage MCG, and go through some
Yeah,
of their stuff. He had to be there early, if not, you're not going to get what you
Yeah.
want. And I know, going.
I've learned that from past shows.
Oh yeah, JaxCon. When I go to the Jacksonville show down in JaxCon, Jacksonville, Florida show. Oh my God, ProTech. I go down there, and if you don't get to his table first, oh my gosh, I've done just like Mark. Go and put my bill down, and head straight over there, and I got a list, and it's usually Tom White's in front of me, and then I'm behind Tom. Somebody's behind me, and we're all like, we got lists. And then let's just say he walks out with a lot of this at the end of the day. But going to the big shows, yeah, you get to see all the new stuff that's coming out. A lot of the aftermarket goodies. I talked to Matthew and Heather. They didn't get to go this year, but to NNL, but.
I talked to him when I got back and gave him a report, and I told him, I said, dude, you have got to do this.
Yeah.
You have got to do this.
Yeah, I talked to him right before right after y'all
Matt
got
and I
back.
actually talked last year, and I suggested we offered if he wanted to drive up to Maryland.
there was
he can easily hit me in one
he
day.
was
And
he was gonna vendor
spend
last
the
year,
night
wasn't he?
here and then drive up to Jersey the next day. We all go up together,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we got spare rooms, and my wife likes company, so and I think she'd get along real well with Heather. So I made that
Yeah.
offer, and he said, you know what, I think I might do that. So, but he said he wasn't coming this year. So
Yeah. He was too
I know
busy filling. He was too busy filling the order that me and Irv needed for our bill.
Well, that's a good problem to have, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
Definitely.
But again, hey, here's one of our. I got to put a shout out for him. There he is. Go to mcvproducts.com. Bring your models to life. Oh, I've heard that voice before. Mark, speaking of, when you go into Jersey and they hear your and I's Southernese accent, do they just kind of go, "Where the heck are you from?"
I have to tell you something that was funny. Last year, the host hotel was full when we decided to go, and so we stayed just down the street. And so we went to NNL East last year. Then we went back to our hotel, and when we got up, the little place we were staying didn't have a continental breakfast. And so when we got to the venue, we saw where it was, and we went down about a block or two, and it was a little convenience store. And I thought, well, I'll run in here, grab a honey bun and a coffee. So I run in, and I'm walking up and down the aisles, and I asked the guy behind the counter, and this is in New Jersey. I said, where are your sweet rolls? He said, what? I said, a honey bun. What? And I said, do you have any kind of pastries? And he said, the only thing we got's on that aisle over there. And he said, where are you from? And of course, Larry and I are the only people in there. And he says, the guy says, where are you from? I said, South Carolina. He said, oh. He said, I have never heard. What'd you call it? I said, a honey bun. He said, I have never heard that.
Really? Wow.
That's a good roll. I said, donuts. He said,
Well,
no,
Mark,
we don't have any of those.
If you're looking for a place for breakfast next year, about 3 miles up the road along Route 23 is the Wayne Diner. I highly recommend it.
Wayne Diner?
I think we ate there before.
It's a good thing.
We ate dinner there before.
It's a good thing, Mark.
At a concert late at night,
we shared
Wayne Diner.
We shared a good laugh with that guy. We talked about a few other things, but he had a good sense of humor about it. But he said, man, I've never even heard of that. I said,
Mark,
man,
I'm glad you didn't go in there and go, y'all got a Waffle House around here?
Actually, I lived in
this
Clark
year
Summit.
I was telling that to somebody up there, and I was thinking about Irv's sweet roll truck.
My honey bun, sticky buns.
Sticky buns.
Sticky buns. Yeah.
I haven't showed that. It hasn't even been to. I've had that in my glue bomb done for
really
months, and I haven't. It's going to be a couple of months till it even goes to a show. I haven't showed a lot of my stuff this year.
In his last video, he showed the glue bomb with a display base that he made. That is a glue bomb that's an award winner. An award-winning glue bomb.
Yeah, the glue bomb.
I'll get it. They're going to give me a tube of glue.
Another thing you don't ask for north of the Mason-Dixon line is a Coke. They are sodas.
Further north you go,
or a pop.
A pop is north. That's further north.
You go into New England, it's pop.
Ohio, Michigan, New England, it's pop up there.
Western New York is soda. Pop.
I remember I went to golly, I went above the Mason-Dixon line. Let me just put it that way. And I asked for a Coke.
Did you need a passport to do that?
I really didn't want a Coke. I wanted a Dr. Pepper. Down here in the South, everything's a Coke. Dr. Pepper, Pepsi. You gotta. But yeah, what do you want? You want a pop or you want a cola? I was like, no, I just want.
When I was in college in Missouri, I dated a girl from Michigan, and we went up there, and she went into this little store. She said, "You want a red pop?" Excuse me, a red pop. I had no clue. I think it was a cherry cola or something.
Oh, really?
She said red pop.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. But it surprised me that in Toledo, we always had breakfast at this same little place, and they actually had grits.
Oh, really?
Oh,
yeah.
My God.
In Ohio?
And they were pretty good.
Really?
Pretty good.
Was there butter in it and salted?
Yes.
Wow.
Jeez.
Oh, they did it right. They did it right.
I never could get the grits down.
I had a bowl this morning. Thank you very much.
That's good stuff.
When I lived in the South,
I guess it's an acquired taste.
It
Let's
is.
see. When I got moved in the South, I was sure gonna become a Southerner. That was the plan, and it's like I gotta have some grits, and I did it once, and that was it.
That was
And I
it.
realized
Some are
I don't
better than
get it.
other ones. If they're done, they can be done better. Some of them are pretty good.
Yeah,
Speaking
probably
of,
also lots of times, you get all, I don't know, an anticipation builds up for something, and you're expecting it to be something incredibly amazing, and it's not.
well,
Well,
speaking of food, George, did you eat there at the venue?
Yeah,
Yeah, I did too.
yeah.
And let me tell you, not only did they have a pretty good sized menu, but the food was very, very good.
So they have food right
I had a
there.
couple of
Yeah.
hot dogs that were like brats, very good.
Yep.
And you could get them with
Mm.
kraut. You could get them.
Yep.
Hey, it was great. And I'm
That's the
sitting
way to
down
have them.
with my fries and my hot dogs, and a guy comes and sits beside me, and he's got a meatball sub that smelled awesome. It had the peppers and everything in it, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh man,
Holy
I should have
mackerel!
got that.
That's a
But
pretty
yeah, the
long
whole
line to
menu
get
was
the food. That line can get pretty long.
Yeah,
Mark,
you want to
Yeah.
get
You
get
wanna
your
get
food
early.
early before everybody realizes, hey, it's lunchtime and I'm hungry. I put my builds down. I hit the vendors, and then I got a Taylor ham sandwich.
Mark, there's
George,
a
did you go to the vendor line in the vendor room or
Yeah.
to the? Okay.
Yeah, there were a lot
Someone
of
said
guys
if
that
you
were
go,
sneaking through and going into the other side.
yeah, go into the model room and go through that other door, and there's another line on the other side, and there was nobody over
And
there.
it was moving a lot faster. Yeah, I realized that when I got to the head of the line after waiting for about 20
Yeah.
minutes.
talking about the hot dogs and the bell peppers and all that. There's a place in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and any of our viewers that's listening right now that's up and around in that area. There's a place in Gatlinburg. It's called Fanny Farkle's. If you can, Mark knows exactly where I'm talking about because I'm sure you walk by there and they're grilling the brats. They got the flat griddle out there and they got the onions, the bell peppers, and all that. And they're
If you can walk by there without stopping.
if you walk by there and don't buy one or two, there's something wrong with your sensory of smell. Because I tell you, I can't walk by there without getting one or two of them.
Okay, well, my lunch just wore off. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Now I'm getting
I am
hungry.
hungry
Now
now.
Matt's hungry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Man, we just ventured. We ventured off of the NNL to the builds to the
Now we're talking about food.
everything, and now we're talking about the other part of the
Well, we got
show.
vendors, we have food, we have great models. It's just
Yeah.
the fellowship.
It goes
And that's the
together,
important
man.
part.
It goes together.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It really does.
Man, oh man.
Did they have?
And
They had three photographers.
Three magazines were there. Tom
Scale Auto.
Valenta,
I mean, not Scale.
Tom
but
was
Auto Modeler.
photographing for Auto Modeler.
Yeah.
Of course, Tim Kalankowicz was there photographing for his publication.
Scale Model.
And
Enthusiast.
I can't remember who it was that was
Fine-
there for.
Fine Scale. Is it Fine Scale?
No, not Fine Scale.
Model
Cars.
cars.
Model cars.
And I can't remember who it was.
I think it was model cars.
And I
Model
spoke
Car.
to him. We talked for a minute too, and let me tell you, they stayed busy.
Oh, they
all
do,
day.
I'm sure with 1,400 models.
Oh,
Yeah.
1,400 models. Wow.
There's usually a pretty good line to get your car photographed. There's usually 3 lines in there. I mean, they get
Yeah.
fairly long.
Yeah,
all
the
three
tables that were
photographers
set
are in
up for
one
people
room,
eat
so
in
it's-
the room with the
they're
photographers.
in one room, and you're trying to, and the tables for the dining area are in that
Yeah.
room too. So
Mm-hmm.
it's crowded. But of course, the vendor area, I mentioned in my vendor video that, hey guys, sorry, you're gonna have to miss a lot of stuff because there were so many people.
Yeah.
It was hard to photograph around them.
Yeah.
There was just too many. But
Mark and George, are y'all starting to see a big pickup on everybody, and it's called chipping, where each somebody will put a poker chip.
I
their-
saw a number
Definitely
of,
saw more than I have in prior years.
Are you okay? Yeah,
The concept
I know,
is
with that being
growing.
yeah, it is
I think
growing.
more and more content creators and folks are starting to do that.
Yeah,
And as I mentioned in our non-judge thing, that means the world to me because that is something coming from my peers. versus from a friend or a peer. I'd rather have something from my peers than people that do this than.
And I think I saw. I know. I mean, I'm pulling the term getting chipped from Jay Savarese. He posted something on his Facebook.
That when I put that
He
one by
said,
his
he said, I got chipped by my good friend Mark Batson at Hobby Doo 007. I thought, coined the term, coined that phrase. So, Jay,
Mark, how many did you give out? Did you do 10?
I usually, being 007, I usually take 7 chips and narrow it down from there. And then I take an 8th one for a content creator or somebody that I've never met that I always give one to. But I took 11 this time. I wanted to, because I knew it was going to be a bigger show. So I put 10 on cars and 1 to a content creator. And that was, I think it was Jeff Lawless, I think. It just went so fast.
Jeff has some nice builds on the table.
Oh yeah, Jeff.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I've been following him, and he's been following my page, and he comments a lot on my videos. And he came up, and I hung out with him. He hangs out with another guy, and their wives hang out with him.
Yeah, the wife.
And the wives have a YouTube channel.
The Widows.
Styrene Widows.
Yeah, the Styrene Widows.
I watched a few minutes.
They had their T-shirts on. They had their T-shirts on.
Yeah.
I got to look that up. I never heard of that.
And that's another thing. Yeah, that's another thing, with the wives becoming more involved with our hobby. They're not building, but they get to go out, and Vicky loves when we go out to shows and stuff. You can bet they're going off to they're shopping, and they're like, hey, we ain't got to worry about these old guys over here. They're well taken care of. They're taking care of themselves. But the wives are becoming more involved, coming to the show.
Amanda goes with me almost everywhere. She did not go to New Jersey because she had her granddaughter, but normally she goes.
But I know when we come to I say Atlanta, my gosh, it's Cartersville now for the Acme show. Vicky's always she's she's an entertainer. She entertains all the wives and stuff. I know her and Tim Throttle Power, Tim Brown, wife Pam. They were well, they were feeling no pain at the end of the night on Saturday.
That's one face I didn't see there this year. I didn't see Tim Brown.
Wow.
Yeah.
We
were asking about him if anybody had seen him too, George. I didn't see him.
He was contemplating going, but he just couldn't make it this year.
He does a lot of the big car cruises.
Yeah,
too.
He does a lot of the car stuff. He's always.
And there is a huge all-weekend cruise out in Ocean City, Maryland, which is right on the Atlantic this weekend. So I'm wondering if he's if he didn't go to NNL because he's doing that.
I've been to that one a couple times.
What he's doing right now, but
I avoid Ocean City. It gives me a rash.
And Fred, Amanda's debut is Acme this year.
All right.
She will have her truck finished.
All right. Kate, look, I'm looking forward to that.
She had a unique story about that. When she bought that, she said, that was my daddy's truck back when she was a little girl. And she told me how he would pull in the driveway, blow the horn. She'd run to the end of the farm road, get on the running board, hold on to the side mirror, and he would slowly drive her down to the house. And so as soon as she saw that 50 Chevy pickup, she said, I have to build it. I said, you want me to build your daddy's truck? She said, no, I want to build it. So she is working on that truck. So she wants to debut it at Acme.
I'm looking forward.
And it's coming along.
Good. I'm looking forward to that.
Me
it
too.
won't be long. It'll be October 24th, I believe. It'll be October 24th before we know it. So another big show. Everybody that's listening to the knuckleheads right now. The big show. Another really big show.
Another NNL. Yeah.
Really big shoe.
October 24th, Cartersville, Georgia, Acme Southern Nationals.
Yeah, I won't be able to make it this year because we got the next one, the new member of the family. And
I know we were talking about in our chat about men do go to baby showers now. I attended one 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Matt, you got to go. Irv went.
I was informed. I was informed.
Yeah, we all go.
I said, "Is there going to be food?" And she said,
Oh yeah,
"Yes."
lots of food.
There was food at the one I went to, but they play games
Yeah.
and stuff. They wanted me to
They
suck
play
out
games, yeah.
They wanted me to suck out of a baby bottle and wear a diaper. I was like,
Yeah.
wait a minute,
Not happening.
I'm not that old yet. I'm not.
Thanks for that visual.
Wait till next year.
That's coming next year. Just give me
Next year.
I'll wear a diaper. And
Oh, boy.
drink out of a
Oh,
bottle.
man,
Not
no.
this year though.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's no. But yeah, I had to pull the plan of going there. I had been, I set my sights on, this year 26 was going to be my comeback to the Acme show, and that kind of stuff happens. I guess there's always next year.
Well, we plan on having one every year now. So.
I believe you will be, and we'll get out there, but who knows? If I can just get this all moved to Virginia, it will be a little bit easier to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Mark, did they take a group pitch? NNL East always takes they try to take a group picture together. Did they take one this year?
I do not know, to be honest with you. George, did you see them?
I think
I
the
heard
gang
someone
from
mention
Newburgh
early.
always, because I was sitting on the bleachers, and I got up and moved because the gang from Newburgh was all trying to get up there, and they were trying to take a big picture, and I was in the way, and I'm not part of the club.
Okay.
No, you're not.
That's the only group picture activity I saw.
Yeah.
Well,
There was a group
was the
we were going to
was
try to
the,
get the content creators together, but that didn't happen either.
it didn't happen either.
I would have loved to have done that. That would have been a
That
lot
would've
of
been
fun.
That would
cool.
have been great.
I
What
enjoyed
about the
meeting a
model
couple of the guys
doctor?
that I've watched, and it's what's really a lot of fun is having somebody come up to me and saying, "Hey, George," and I'm saying, "Do I know you?" And he goes, "No, but
Yeah,
I
it
watch
takes
your
some getting
channel."
used
Like,
to.
"Oh, cool."
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
What
that's
about
all.
the model doctor? Was the model doctor set up in the corner?
Yes,
Yes.
yeah, over in the corner.
Yes.
I think that's a pretty cool idea. I really like what they
I
do with that.
That's neat.
That's a great
What is
idea.
that?
What is that? Explain
It's
it
like
for
a
us
little
that
repair
didn't-
area. They got everything there.
Oh,
They got
wow.
they got a table set up with pretty much anything you're going to need to do to fix anything you break on your model.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
fantastic.
That is cool. That's
There's
a cool idea.
tools,
That's
and
a
there's
cool.
X-Actos and tweezers and glue and all kinds of
Yeah.
crap.
Wow.
They do that every year back in
Yeah,
their
they
corner.
had. Now, Acme used to do that up on the stage in the old venue.
On the stage when we
They
were in
had the-
Smyrna. Mm-hmm.
What they call it?
Uh,
There was some cute little name to it too, but it was just a small area for repairing your model.
garage. No.
Something. It was something.
Something
unique.
garage. Yeah, it was something unique. Smyrna garage or something like that. I forgot what it was.
Yeah. I think the guy that runs that the doctor hospital there in New Jersey, I think he's got a YouTube channel. I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but I think he has a YouTube channel.
That might be something we need to bring back to the Acme show.
It's a great idea because we're always looking around. It's like, oh, I forgot my tweezers, or I forgot my magnifiers. And,
yeah. And it's
you're looking around, say, hey, what do you guys got? You got anything? What'd you bring? It's like, I got a toothpick. I got I got a tweezer. I don't have magnifiers.
It's not like we don't have. I mean, we've got cases of not cases, but we've got toolboxes that we carry around to do making takes with.
Right.
When we at a show or our show, but we also do go out to the Savoy Auto Museum up in Cartersville, and we do a lot of making takes each year. So we've got toolboxes that we carry out for that event as well. So
yeah.
That's the one thing they didn't have at the NNL East. They didn't have a make and take, or if they did, I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, make and takes can be very popular.
Yeah.
The problem is manning them.
Manning them and getting kits. At our Acme meeting last weekend, we've got a great sponsor, not only with the Savoy Auto Museum. We've also we're doing a lot with the Georgia Street Rods Association, and they are contributing a bit for any function that we come to and host a make and take. They contribute to buying the kits and such for us, and we man everything. So it's a win-win.
That was really neat years ago when Revell, the old Revell, they had a deal that there was a whole make and take kit that if you put on a show, you could contact them and they would send you everything you needed and posters and everything for make and takes. And what they did is they took a couple of their popular snap kits, and they just would send them no boxes. They would all be all the bags. They would just send the bags.
Oh, wow.
And so just cut also to condense the box, but it also
cut costs.
Kind of made it a little cheaper. They didn't have to worry about a box.
Yeah.
And they would send you, of course, one kit in a box just to have for display. But yeah, that was always cool. One year that I got involved with them for a show I was putting on, they sent us 2 kits. They sent the Corvette and the 57 Chevy, so the kids had a choice.
Oh, wow.
And I still have some of those Corvettes left over. We had so many, and we had a lot of kids shows, and we were like welcoming the kids. You want to build another one? So we had so many kits. Revell just hooked us up. It was really cool.
Now, Fred, y'all have been doing them in that one of those rooms in Cartersville.
Yes.
At the show.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know the first year we were there, Amanda went over to the Make It Take It room and kind of helped out a little bit.
Yep, she did. We really appreciated her help, and still going to be doing the same thing this year. And again, we've got a great sponsorship with the Georgia Street Rod Association, the Savoy. Just a great group to work with. Really do. Anytime that we get intel, for what's coming in for what event at the Savoy, they always reach out to us. Building. Do any of y'all have? And I've got one sitting at the Savoy right now as we speak. They got the Corvette display up there for the first for the C1, 2, and 3 generation Corvettes, and my '67 C2s up there right now.
Yeah.
So, but it's just a great thing. It helps, it gets the hobby out to, not just to the people, to the folks that are building one-to-ones, but it's getting it out to the kids also. It gets them involved. So
yes,
spreading the hobby around is really, I see from what I see at the NNL on the junior table, our hobby still it's hitting the younger crowd, and I love it. Really am. I'm really excited about that.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Well, the quality we saw last weekend, we're in good hands.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The future's good.
Mm-hmm.
Especially
I don't know if
that right there, man. Look at that.
Just was,
man, that is
just a stunning build. I love it.
Yeah, that's super cool. Well, gentlemen, that was a good little thank you, Hobby Dude and George. Thank you very much for giving us the whole rundown of what went on there. It was cool. Glad you guys went and had a good time.
Yep.
Maybe the rest of us will make it there one day. It is one of the shows to roll to, one of the longest running ones. Have to take notice of it. Have to. It's important for our hobby. These kind of things are really super important.
Yes, it
and
is.
Enjoyable for all of us.
An experience.
Really cool. Keep us all as a really tight-knit, cool community.
Yep.
It's always neat to go meet everybody face to face.
Mm-hmm.
So with that said, we'll wrap episode 16 up. We want to thank everyone for watching. Go ahead and go around starting with the Arterake here. Say your goodbyes, sir.
Arterake on YouTube. That's it. That's all I got.
Thank goodness. We could only take so much.
I know. Short and sweet.
Georgia Kitchen Table Scale Models on YouTube and Facebook.
Yep.
Mark Batson, Hobby Dude 007 on YouTube and Facebook.
Tail end Charlie here. Fred Pappy Henry at West Georgia Rods and Custom. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and on YouTube.
That's right. And this is me, Luka C, aka Matt. And well, you know, you're on my channel, so you know where to find me. And unfortunately, we are no longer on Spotify, and my camera fell.
Camera.
All right, we are no longer on Spotify. That was whoa, woo! That gave me a head rush.
Ooh, man,
I had a little problem with Spotify. Maybe we'll be able to get back on sometime. It'll probably be a whole new channel when I have to get going on Spotify. They changed something and bounced me out, and I can't get back on. So that's the end of that. But we are on right here on YouTube on the Luka C channel. Here for you to enjoy and watch, and definitely down in the comments below, if you were at the NNL East, please tell us what you thought and what experiences you had and whatever else you want to ask us and talk to us about. Man, we all read those comments down there, and we sure do like that. We love your guys' support. This podcast has really taken off great. We get a lot of people viewing and listening and stuff. We really super appreciate, because we really enjoy doing this. It's just a bunch of good modeling buddies getting together, doing the rag about model cars. Why?
Because
they're fun.
That's right. So down in the description below, everything is down there, links to it. And so check everybody out if you haven't. And you gotta go over to Fred's YouTube channel, because he's building a little Nova, and he used one of my products, my kit, my back half kit, and it's looking good, and I'm pretty proud of that. I'm pretty proud of that little kit. There it is, and he's doing a very, very cool car build of what was once a very well-known car. So very, very historic. You know,
Mr. Rick Dobberton 65 Chevy 2, better known as Innovation.
Innovation.
It's the one that got the Pro Street craze started.
Pretty much, yeah. That thing really launched. That was the one that that thing was just insane looking. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that all comes together for you.
More to come.
Yep. Well, Fred, why don't you kill this one? Say what you say.
I'm sorry, not that way. Sorry,
not that way. No.
Let me unload. I'm sorry, folks. We do appreciate y'all coming by, spending the evening with us, listening to us. And as I always say, if y'all can dream it, build it. God bless y'all.
And Irv,
here are the producers.
this guy's so good at that, isn't he?
Give us a clap.
I can't let the fields get ahead of me, though.
Oh no!
No, I bet.
Even on with the bush hog, I had to cut that thing up and come down 3 levels, cut it again, and
your tractor was also down. You had to rebuild the head or something, right?
Yeah, the tractor went down. Those old Ford tractors are tough, but Matthew asked me, he said, I got one of those Ford tractors. He said, what model is yours? I said, I have no clue. I bought it from my brother-in-law, and all I know is it's a Ford tractor. I don't even know, but it's been bulletproof for a lot of years. But you know,
I learned to drive on a Ford tractor in 8N. I was stupid enough to go out there and look my dad in the eye and go, "Daddy, it sure looks fun when you out there bush hogging." I tell you what, let's get you out there on that 25 acres, and we're going to show you how much fun you do. And I did such a great job. He let me do the other 25 acres in the back pasture.
They'll see me at church or somewhere else, and they'll go, "Hey, I saw somebody in a cowboy hat riding around on in your field." I said, "Well, that would have been me." "You wearing a cowboy hat?" And I said, "Well, I do. I've even got a dress one, but I don't wear it." Yeah, man, keep that sun off this mirror up here. I've got 2 or 3 boonies that I wear sometime too, especially if it's really hot and I'm sweating. I'll put the boonies on versus the cowboy hat.
Not all I wear is old boonie hat. I've got so dang many of them.
He walked up to me last week. He said, "Hey, how you doing, Mark?" I was like, "Hey, bud." He said, "You know who I am?" I looked and I'm going, "I know him. Why do I not?" He says, "Chris." I said, "Yes, Chris."
Oh, it's now that Matt realizes that he didn't hit the record button.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Well, it was fun anyway.
That's never happened before.
It makes people a little upset at the engineer. When that happened, I got sent into the executive producer's office, and he was none too happy.
What the heck?
But I just made him a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, so he was happy after that.